Hey guys, check me out. I'm back now. This is two videos in the same day. Okay, but this is because something happened last night and I needed to tell you guys because it's kind of like, a big deal. You know the Idaho 4 case. We all know the Idaho 4 case. We're all watching carefully and we want to know everything that happened minute by minute. Well, Newsnation somehow got their hands on some more details of the crime. Like, we didn't know. I mean, we had our suspicions as to like who was the first victim and like who was the target, like the target. And I believe that it was Maddie, and I think now this information is kind of be like more towards that theory because, all right, what they said was that the murderer did go straight upstairs and get to Maddie and Kaylee first. Then he went downstairs and he met Ethan in the doorway of Xana's room. Like Ethan was gonna come out. And apparently Ethan's the one that said, like, hey, don't worry, I'm gonna help you. I don't know, but he had his throat slit. Like, that's how Ethan died. Like, the murderer, who I think is Bryan, slit his throat. And then he went for Xana, who, I mean, I can only slightly imagine her fear at this point. She just watched him murder her boyfriend brutally. And she's like cornered. She's like in her bedroom. There's nowhere to run. And she was the one that they heard crying. And, obviously she was hysterical. I can't even imagine what her last few minutes were like. She must have been freaking terrified. So anyway, Bryan unfortunately kills Xana last. And if you guys remember, like right after this all happened, Xana's father said that she had like really a lot of defensive wounds. She fought for her life. Unfortunately, she did not win, but it was so bad. The news report says that she was grabbing the knife so much so that her fingers were almost severed. That is horrible, you guys. Like, I can't even imagine how horrible this whole thing is. It's like really, really messed up. Yeah, so I mean, don't mind me, I was just coming outside to get the mail, and we didn't get a single thing. Sometimes that happens. Oh, he looks at my Christmas decorations. This is the joy thing that it like fell in the wind, and they couldn't figure out how to put it back together, and then I realized I had the O backwards. Duh. And then I just have like wreaths. I'll show you guys. We have there a wreath. I have a wreath on the front door. It's being held with magnets. And then we have that one. And lastly, I put one over on our garage. Just, guys, right above the light. So when I turn the light on at night, it's really cool. See? So yeah, it looks really pretty. I mean, I think, since I'm the only one here, I didn't even really have to do this, but it seems like everyone else in my neighborhood has, Christmas decorations. I don't want to be the loser that didn't. I mean, my mom has so much stuff. Like, I could have done a lot more, but I'm not, like, I don't want to have to clean it up, to be honest. But, yeah, so I heard that stuff about the Idaho 4, and I had to tell you guys, like, that's horrible, crazy shit. Like, don't you think? I can't imagine how... Like, I just keep thinking about poor Xana. Like, I think maybe Kaylee and Maddie were asleep. So for them, might not have... Well, whoever went first, which I think was Maddie, Kaylee was also trapped, and her mom did say that. So she's another one who had... Well, they said her wounds were the worst out of everyone because I think she saw him murder her best friend and she tried to fight, and just like Xana, it wasn't a fight she could win with that giant knife. Yeah, so, and then he met Ethan. I wonder what, like, they say he met Ethan in the doorway of Xana's room, like Ethan was coming out to see what was up. But why was Bryan going that way? You know what I mean? Like, he was, like, that doesn't make any sense unless he wanted to kill Xana and Ethan. Like, what was the point of him? Because, when you come down the stairs, like, you can either go, like, left and out the door, or you can go straight through the living room and then around the corner to Xana's room. Like, why? Why did he go that way? I don't understand that. If you guys have any ideas, any theories, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'm going to get this video up as soon as possible so that, you guys can hear it. I can't believe it. It's gory, it's horrible, but it puts a picture in your mind as to, like, how this whole horrible crime happened. Also, in the comment section, let me know, do you think that it was Bryan? All right, what do you guys think? Like, I do. I fully believe they have the right guy, and I hope he gets the firing squad, but that's just my opinion. I know that there are people out there who think Bryan wasn't the killer, and they also think maybe he had somebody helping him, and I don't believe that stuff. But if you guys do, please let me know, because, like I said, I love a good, like, conversation, and when we can agree to disagree, it's really interesting, because I love to hear all of the different sides of what people think. But yeah, so please, let me get your cell phones out, hop on my comment section, let me know what you think, okay? I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.